Centennial Wrestling opened its season Thursday night with a 72-9 victory over visiting Glenelg Country School. The Eagles' Jason Kraser, 152 pounds, and Nicholas Lee, 285, both won by fall, while the Dragons' Ray Robinson, 160, and Vinny Tamarchio, 220, were their only winners. Centennial won the other 9 matches via forfeit. Obviously disappointed for the guys that we only got 4 matches because they've been practicing since the middle of November, but the guys that did wrestle did well, said Centennial coach Cliff Kraser. 2 of our guys that had matches, Lee and David Kim, 160, it was their very first matches ever. For Glenelg Country, the match signified an early season test with a new coach building the program from the ground up. Former coach Doug Jesse obviously did a great job getting Ray and Vinny where they're at. Vinny is a returning state placer and Ray wrestles tough, but it's just a numbers game, Coach Brandon Ballard said. I told the kids today when we came out, remember this next year. We've only got 4 kids this year, so remember where we came from. We're going to grow and we're going to be okay, and I've got faith in my group. Glenelg didn't expect to be tied at 29 with Marriott's Ridge with 4 matches left. Indiana both teams' season opener Wednesday night. And with Gladiators freshman Massimo Conti trailing by 2 in his 220-pound match and fighting off a cradle, the Mustangs could sense a potential upset on the road. Before, Glenelg didn't expect to be tied at 29 with Marriott's Ridge with 4 matches left. Indiana both teams' season opener Wednesday night. And with Gladiators freshman Massimo Conti trailing by 2 in his 220-pound match and fighting off a cradle, the Mustangs could sense a potential upset on the road. Before, Ballard said recruiting athletes to come wrestle has been more difficult than expected, especially at a school without a football team. But he said he is learning how to make the sport appealing and said he could take notes from Kraser, who for the first time in several years has a full varsity lineup of his own. As of right now, a lot of kids have never seen a wrestling match, they don't understand it, he said. To be honest, take some advice from Cliff and invest in some of these 2-piece uniforms. That's something I think might be hurting us. With a full lineup, the Eagles expect to compete for one of the top spots in the county. 2-time county, regional, and state champion Jason Kraser leads a squad that features a number of returners, like county finalist Jacob Blyuker, 138, and 2016 county champion Lucas Shapiro, 195. I'm excited for my team this year. We've got a lot more kids on the team this year than we have in many years, said Jason Kraser. We have a full lineup, which is awesome to see. We'll be able to compete as a team this year and stay in the matches, not forfeiting 3 or 4, which completely kicks us out the match. If we can wrestle, we can definitely compete with some of the upper-level teams. Kraser, last year's Howard County Times Wrestler of the Year, who is 80-4 in his career with all 4 defeats coming at the prestigious Mount Matt Madness tournament, is coming off an eventful off-season.